in the Great Lake region. And after that, we looked at the methods of mining. We looked at open cast method. We looked at underground open cast method, bench method. We looked at underground. We looked at adit. We looked at oil drilling. We looked at alluvial mining method. So on that diagram, which you see, it is giving you a summary of the different methods used in the mining of minerals in the Great Lakes region. As you can see, that's the summary of that. Then from there, you're supposed to look at the factors favoring mining. Factors favoring mining, that's what we're supposed to be looking at today. And we are saying that the factors should be well explained and illustrated. That's what we are saying. Supposed to, your factors are supposed to contain what, how, where. What is the point, how, the explanation, where, those are the examples. So which means that each factor should have the starter, the presence of, the existence of, availability of. Then it must have the adjective, then the point, then the explanation, and examples where possible. Now, if all that is missing in your points, so do not expect any mark on our side. And for example, if I say outline the factors favoring the development of the mining industry in the Great Lakes region, if I say outline the factors, it means explain the factors. You're not supposed to outline. The moment you outline, you will not get any mark, because now we're looking at question approach. It is clear, you must explain. If I say outline the factors favoring the development of the mining industry, I don't expect you to just outline presence of mineral deposit, market, capital, improve transport networks. You'll get 0. So you must explain them very well and clearly. That's why I said the factors should be well explained, illustrated. What? That is the point. How? The explanation, and where? The examples. So when you do that, that's when you earn a mark. I hope I'm clear on that one, girls.
Someone has a hand up.
Yes. Yes. Please, can you ask your question? Joanne? Joanne? It seems that we have lost Joanne. We can't hear you. Your network.
Thank you.
Your network, please.
There's another one.
Yes. Please go ahead and ask your question. Julie, can you check in the chat? So the factors, one of the factors is the presence of the rich mineral deposits, which have enabled the mining to take place, like iron ore in the Thunder Bay. So you see the starter, the presence, then the word rich, that is now the adjective, then the mineral deposit, then the excavation has enabled mining to take place. So if you just say presence of rich mineral deposits, you will not earn a mark, no mark for you. So you must complete. So the presence of the rich mineral deposits like iron ore at the Thunder Bay, okay, has enabled mining to take place in the Great Lakes region. Now that means you have explained, and it is clear. Presence of adequate capital for investment in the mining sector presence of adequate capital for investment, or presence of large sums of money to invest in the mining industry. Okay, the mining industry, and this money is provided by the American government, the private sector. I hope I'm clear. Presence of large internal and external market. The word is large internal and external market. Presence of the internal and external market for the minerals in the different parts of the world, and then within. So different parts of the world, that is now the external market. Internal, that's within the Great Lake region. For the minerals, that's the explanation. Presence of reliable and efficient transport and communication to transport inputs and outputs. That's when you have explained, but if you leave them hanging, please do not expect any mark. Presence of wide variety of power, which is used in the extraction and the processing of the minerals, like we talked about copper, we talked about oil, we talked about coal in the Great Lakes region. So there are several power stations which are providing this power, so they're able to extract these different minerals and processing them. Presence of abundant, skilled, and migrant labor to work in the mining sector. So if you read that statement, it is complete. If you don't give an example, I don't mind. It is complete. Presence of abundant, skilled, and migrant labor to work in the mining sector in the Great Lakes region. What's the role of the work? To exploit, to extract, to transport, processing, distributing, marketing. That's what I said, to work. To work. Because we look at all those aspects of surveying, extracting, processing, transportation, there's distribution, there is marketing of these minerals. Presence of advanced technology, which is used in the mining activities, like the use of the drilling method. Okay, that is to get oil in Michigan State. The presence of mining gold in the district of Ontario of Canada. The nearness of the minerals to the Earth's surface have made the extraction of minerals very easy and simple because they are near, which means not very expensive when they're extracting coal and iron ore. Geological research, which is carried out by the mineral departments of American countries, has enabled the development of the mining sector. Without this geological research, and we're not using the word research, we are adding geological because we are looking at minerals. We're looking at minerals, we're looking at those rocks which contain the minerals. That's why we're using the word geological research. But if you say research, so what? So you must be specific, because here we're looking at the rocks, because geology deals with the rocks. Geology deals with the rocks and other aspects underground. So as we say, geological research, which is carried out by the mineral department, has enabled the development of the mining industry. Favorable government policies, supportive government policies like liberalization. If you say liberalization, it means they have allowed people who have money to invest in the Great Lakes region. That's what it means. They have opened up their economy. If you have money, you have to invest in the economy without, as long as you are paying the taxes and you abide by the constitution. So, like liberation of the economy, the promotion of the private sector to invest in the mining industry. So they have provided a conducive environment for the extraction, the processing, the distribution, the marketing of minerals within the Great Lakes region. Presence of water bodies, presence of a number of water bodies. So I must add that if it's a presence of water bodies, it will not make sense. So you must add something here. A number, large water bodies like rivers, lakes, and you must give us the examples of those rivers and the lakes which provide water. Which water is used in the processing of minerals. And then rivers which have waterfalls to generate the hydraulic power which is used in the processing of the minerals and other aspects. Existence of extensive vast land for setting up industries, construction of roads, railways, airports, and seaports. Remember, all these are used. So extensive land for setting up of industries, which are processing the minerals. The construction of the roads for transport, that is to do the transportation. When we talk about airports, that's now airlifting. There's minerals from USA, from the West Lakes to other countries like Germany, Japan, because they don't use transport. They don't use rail lines, they don't use roads. That's what we call airlifting. We talk about the seaports, because remember the seaports, that's why we have the vessels or the ships to transport this to other countries. Any question so far? Shall I continue? Any question? Teacher Julie? Teacher Julie? Yes, Daniela Kero.
Teacher, how come
Yes.
we are seeing geological research carried out by the mineral departments of the American countries? I said America itself is a country. Would it be correct to say that
Because you remember, you have United States and you have Canada. So there are two countries.
Okay.
That's to say American countries, because remember the Great Lakes is being shared between Canada and USA.
Oh, okay. Thank you, teacher.
Yes, you're welcome. Any other query before we continue? Are we okay? Are we contented? So that we look at another aspect. But remember, the points must be well explained and illustrated. What, how, where? Please, can you mute your microphone? Daniel can thank you. Teacher Julie?
Yes.
Yeah, I can see girls are in the waiting room.
Yeah, they don't have streams.
Okay, do you have any comment from the chat?
Not any that I see.
Okay. So now we are going to look at the contribution of the benefit, or the importance of the mining industry to the development of the Great Lakes regions of the United States of America and Canada. Just to remind you, a benefit must be a benefit. A benefit must be a benefit. So now, these are the different, as you can see them. So can you girls participate by giving us one by one? It must be a benefit. Now it is your turn. Because it is development of industrial development, source of power, development of tourism, it has boosted the agriculture sector, development of towns. So can you make these points? Like, can you make them to be breathing? Because as they are nothing.
There is Priscilla.
Priscilla?
Mining is an important source of foreign exchange, especially in North American countries. For example, iron from Labrador in Canada is exported mainly to the United States of America, and this earns the Canadian government foreign exchange.
It is hanging. Can you complete that statement? You say a benefit must be a benefit. Now, when they get foreign exchange, what happens?
Which has developed.
Hello.
We seem to have lost her.
Okay, get me another one.
Mikisa Faith.
Mikisa.
The mining sector generates revenue. For example, the American government gets revenue from exporting minerals and charge taxes on companies that deal with minerals, hence improving on the infrastructure.
Can you, because infrastructure is a big word, infrastructure is a big word. Can you make it into something smaller?
Infrastructure, for example, schools, road, hospitals, and many others.
Thank you. That's right. But don't add the word many others. Yes, for example, like such as. Okay, that is better. That is better now. Another person.
Daniela.
Mining is a source of power, whereby the mining industries are generating a lot of energy. I don't know how to put it, where the mining industries are generating a lot of energy that could be tapped into other locations of the place, enabling other activities to happen.
Okay, it is fair, but can we improve on that? So can we have another person?
Nabachwa.
Yes, teacher, can you hear me?
Yes.
It provides employment to the people of the USA and Canada. This has led to the improved standard of living and increased the purchasing power of the miners to buy the manufactured.
How? I want that word, how. Employment opportunities.
It has reduced the rate of unemployment amongst the people of USA and Canada.
Can you integrate the word income in your point?
Income.
Employment opportunities, and then there is the word income. Anybody who can assist her?
Lindsay.
Mining has promoted employment, has provided employment opportunities to people around the mining areas, which has provided income to them to improve their standards of living.
Thank you. That's what I want. Employment opportunities, then there is income. People are employed, then they get income. When they get income, they are able to improve their standards of living. If the word income is missing, then you cannot talk about improved standards of living. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you. That was wonderful. Any other person?
Faith Rebecca.
I am going to enhance the point of boosting the agriculture sector. The mining industry has boosted the agriculture sector by providing ready market to the agricultural produce This is because the large mining population provides ready market for agricultural and industrial products.
Thank you. Thank you. If you have given something like those agricultural products, it would have been wonderful. Those products you talk about, if you can give me some 1 or 2 or 3, it will be wonderful. Yes, any other person?
Hola.
Mhm.
Hola.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
The mining sector has been beneficial to people who are looking for employment opportunities because because mining is a task that requires a lot of people to participate. So it has increased the amount of engagement with the community in jobs and opportunities, and also and it has also brought about environmental compliance because people are taught about the environment and how mining benefits it and also affects it. So people are then equipped with the knowledge to go about their daily lives, being compliant with the environment.
Okay, thank you so much for that. Thank you. Yes, any other person?
Sophia.
Mining has also diversification of the economy, therefore reducing reliance on other sectors, thus widening the country's revenue.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. You can now unmute. You can mute your microphone. Mute your microphone. Thank you.
Natumanya.
Please, can you mute your microphone? Thank you. Okay.
Mr. Nashmall, go to the management room.
That's what I'm trying to do.
And Buliava's microphone is unmute all the time.
Even Paula, is it Paula Kazina?
Yes. You just put them in the waiting room.
Yes,
Don't
any
worry.
other person, please?
Natumanya.
Mining has boosted tourism in the United States and Canada because mining sites are tourist attractions, hence bringing in foreign exchange used to develop roads and build schools in Canada.
That is beautiful. That's beautiful. Yes, another person.
Kunda.
Natkun.
The mining industry led to industrial development. In minerals provide basic raw materials for small scale and large scale manufacturing industry. Like in the US, in the United States of America, it has led to development of iron and steel industries.
Okay, okay. So what is missing in your point? What is missing?
And all mining.
The iron ore mining. If mining a development of industries, so what is the effect of the development of the mine sector now? How is it a benefit?
It has led to income and employment opportunities.
Okay, thank you for that. Yes, another person. There's that microphone. Somebody, can you please?
I think mining has contributed to research and education. For example, when we talk about mining of copper, people can now make wires out of the copper, and from titanium and make aeroplane. Yes, that's what I think.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, any other person?
Brianna.
Mining has led to the development of towns like Cleveland and Pittsburgh because it has provided employment to to the people
Mhm.
by giving.
Yes, I'm waiting. I'm listening. I'm listening. We are all listening to you.
Because like
Yes. I hope you have lost that one. Nabachwa, can you assist to your sister? Nabachwa. Nabachwa. Are you
Yes,
there?
teacher. Yes.
Okay. Mm.
She talked about it has led to the development of towns like Cleveland and Pittsburgh. Like it has improved the social services offered to the people in those different towns. I think.
Social services like what?
Like the health services, the education.
Thank you. That's better. That is better now.
Okay, teacher.
Thank you. Again, Orot, do you have something to say about the contribution? Again, Orot. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Go ahead.
Minerals are sources of power, energy for domestic and industrial use. For example, the oil, the coal, the natural gas are used in the industrial sector, like for running the machines.
Thank you. That is beautiful, beautiful. Natabona, I can see your hand is up.
Mining has led to the development of mining is a source of foreign exchange in that it has attracted tourists who brought in foreign exchange, which is used in the construction of roads and railways to ease the transportation of goods, manufactured goods to the markets, and raw materials to the industries.
Okay. Okay. Mr. Mangin. Mr. Mangin?
Yes, sir.
So can you give us the summary of the contribution or benefit of the mining industry?
Just to make that summary where I am, just continue. I'm attending from the background.
Okay. Mr. Nasmon? Mr. Nasmon? Mr. Nasmon, are you there? Okay, can we end with Kajimu? Kajimu?
Yes. Mining has also led to capital accumulation, thus promoting investment in other sectors like the agricultural sector.
Okay, thank you for that. So, guys, thank you for your contribution. Those are wonderful contributions. So make sure that remember that a benefit must be a benefit. So we talk about employment opportunity. How is it a benefit to USA and Canada? Don't leave it hanging. Make it a wonderful, beautiful point so that you're able to earn a mark on our side. Thank you so much. Then we have the negative effect of mining on the environment. And it is important to remember or to note that a problem must be a problem. So can we now look at these problems? Can you explain these problems? And a problem must be a problem. Yes, Evan?
So, twin 2D.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, Akero, what do you have to say? Akero?
Mining leads to destruction of vegetation, whereby land is cleared and it's left bare, leading to desertification, global warming, and the like.
Okay, how does the clearance of the land leading to desertification? Akero?
Yes.
How does the clearing of the vegetation lead to desertification?
Well, since there's no vegetation to purify the air and the like, it would lead to global warming, and the land would be desertified.
Okay. Apart from taking in carbon dioxide, what other values of the vegetation to man?
The source of rain.
Source of rain. Continue. Source of rain.
The source of rain. They are a source of wood. They are a source.
Can you look at rain? Can you look at rain? If we cut down trees, what happened to the rain?
The rain would reduce.
Reduce.
So the destruction of vegetation would lead to the reduction of rainfall received.
Then it means you're extending desert-like conditions, the dry conditions, because you have destroyed one of the components for rainfall formation. That is wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Any other person? Julie? Teacher Julie? Teacher Julie? So any other person, can you give me a point? Yes?
Open cast mines. The mining sector has increased pollution of air, and this has brought about health problems such as asthma and bronchitis.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that one. Another person?
Destruction of useful agriculture. No, mining has led to destruction of useful agricultural land in a way that the land is cleared of the vegetation, exposing it to soil erosion agents, which clear off all the fertile soils.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Another person?
Yes, the open cast mines are affected by severe winter seasons, leading to the filling of the pits with ice, making mining very difficult and reducing on the market for goods, like foreign market for goods, which reduces income.
Okay. Any other person?
Arabo.
The mining sector has led to increased pollution of air, water, and land, whereby strict government policies against pollution of the environment have made the industries to incur costs or high expenses in order to treat waste and do research in or adapt environmentally friendly techniques.
Is that a problem? Is it a problem? You are giving us a solution indirectly. Thank you for that.
That's good then.
The open cast mines are affected by several winter seasons, leading to the filling of pits with ice, causing accidents in case there are people in the pits.
Okay. So when we have accident, what happens?
Leads to death.
That's not complete, because it's related to accident. It's not a problem. Any other person? I can see there is Rebecca.
It has led to destruction of habitats for wildlife that would have been used as tourist
mining, leaf hollows in the
destruction of the habitats for the wild animals, hence affecting the tourism industry. Thank you. Any other person?
Rebecca can now go on.
Open cast mining and drilling leave hollows in the ground, which act as breeding places for disease vectors like mosquitoes, which spread diseases like malaria to people, hence reducing the life expectancy of the people.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. The last one.
Noella.
It has led to the loss of aesthetic value of the landscape, as things such as hills are excavated during the mining.
No, affecting the tourism industry. So from there, look at the case study. Thank you so much for the solutions. I want to sit down and write down the solutions for the problems affecting the mining industry.
I have a question.
Yes, pose your question. Go ahead. Yes. Please ask a question.
I want to ask, can you hear me?
Yes.
So can't human beings survive without these minerals? Like, why can they mine the minerals after like 5 years, after 5 years, after 5 years? Do they have to do it? Do they do the mining on a daily basis, or and if so, why don't they do it after like 5 years?
Mining is done on a daily basis and it's done in shifts. So some people work at night, some people work daytime. So it's being done in shifts. It is a day-to-day activity. If you stop mining, it means no income. You don't get anything. So it is a continuous activity until when minerals get exhausted, and then they go to other deposits. So there are people working shifts. Where people are working in the morning, in the evening, then at night. Is it clear now? Yes. Any other question? You're welcome. Any other?
Pelan.
I hope we have lost that one. So we're going to look at yes, Mr. Nasmall.
The girls need to know that when we are dealing with economic activities, it's just like we are dealing with the normal life, because we eat every day. So we cannot rest on a particular day because we feel we don't want to eat. So it's a continuous process. All economic activities are continuous.
Okay. Casemire, do you have a question?
Yes, I wanted to ask, for example, if we're giving importance of the mining industry and we can explain employment in like 5 different ways, do we give the 5 different points as 5 different points, or we can only explain it once since it's under 1 point of employment?
So if we talk about employment opportunity, that is once. But if you talk about even industrial development, you can bring it indirectly, but not as explained as the first point. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Okay. Any other question? So we're looking at coal mining. This is a case study. Remember, we said that even if it is, we look at factors for the development of the mining industry. We look at the importance of the mining industry. We look at the problems of the mining industry. So which means when it comes to the case study, it's the same points we're supposed to be using here. The only difference will be the examples. So factor for the development of the coal industry are the same factor for the development of iron, for the development of copper, development of oil mining. So it is the same story. It is just we are repeating. The difference comes when you are giving us the examples. I hope that I'm clear. So we are looking at coal, and so coal is black or brown rock, consists of mainly carbon. and it is a non-metallic mineral or it is a fuel mineral. So if you look at this one here, it is black. You see this? Or it is brownish. As you can see here, that is coal. And then is used in the industry. It's a source of industrial power. It is an important raw material for chemical industry. So if you check here, you can see it is giving us the heat, the energy, which we use. Even here, you can see as a raw material used now in a different industries. And you're saying it is mainly extracted in the southern parts of the Great Region. So here you have the map, and I hope also you have the map, a sketch map, showing a distribution of coal in United States of America. Daniela, what is it you have a hand, Daniela? Akelo?
Teacher.
Yes.
When coal is being mined, would it, when you've already mined it and it hasn't been refined and whatnot, what would happen if it's used in its raw form?
You'll get the energy if you use it as it is.
It doesn't have to be a refinery.
Yes, you can even use it as in its super state if you talk about fuel. But it is better when it is refined. That will get the best out of it.
Okay. Thank you, teacher.
Welcome. So the states, as you can see them, then the sketch. And hope also you have a sketch like mine. Natuvana, sorry, Lindsay, yes?
Teacher, is coal used only for heat to produce heat? Is coal used only to produce heat?
Not only heat, but even used in other aspects, as you're going to see, in other, apart from heat. So here you can see coal yields gas, tar. As you can see here, this is tar. When they are constructing roads, they use tar. You see this here. When you're constructing roads, even that road of wires in Kayaza, they have used tar. Okay. Now you can see this product here. This is good for the ladies. Again, this is from coal to make your skin to look smooth and so that you are beautiful. To beautify, you need also using coal. As you can see here, this is the product here. So which is going to renew your skin. So when you go to the chemistry lab, you do those practicals, you have to do your practicals, and you use this material here, and you know, I think you know the use of this in the chemistry. So it's not only for heat, but even for other products, as you can see here. Then you have different types of coal. Different types of coal, you can see them. The first one is here. Then you have the second one, then the third one, then the best. No, which do you think, which is all of the four, which is the best in terms of industrial development? Because of these different types. And the contribution, which do you think is the best? Akero. And why?
I think it's anthracite.
Anthracite, why?
I think it looks like it possesses more core qualities, and it having a darker color, making it better to use, I think.
At least you have the idea. Thank you. Thank you. That is wonderful. Thank you. Any other person? Okay, which is the worst?
There is Jacinta.
Jacinta, which is the worst out of those you have seen here? Yes. Jacinta? Mr. Asumura,
Maybe we
are
can
you
move
there?
to another person.
Okay, let him, Mr. Nasmo, are you there? Mr. Nasmo. Mr. Nasmo.
Yes, I was still handling the admissions.
Okay. Because I wanted you to wrap up about these different types of call. Just to give us something simple. Anyway, as you can see here, I've made it clear so that here, if you look at this slide here, it is giving you the best up to the last one. Okay. The best, because all of them, they have their own uses. And most of them, all remember talk about because of the carbon they contain, then they give you the heat. If it has a lot of carbon, it means some of them they will give you sometimes less. And if you look at this, the pit, this one, if you look at in terms of categorizing or ranking them, it is the last type which is used, but people prefer anthracite. This is the first one, then followed by this one here, and then this, and you go to this one, and then this is the last in that category. I know you don't have them in your notes because that will be at a different level, but I'll post them so that you can look at them in details. So coal mining, remember I said that coal mining, it occurs in sedimentary rocks.
Yeah, Mr. Semogerere.
Yes, Sebo.
Maybe I went off, someone interfered with my network. When you look at anthracite coal, is mainly used in locomotive engineering because they use it to provide energy that powers trains.
Okay.
Yes. Then when we look at the bituminous coal, bituminous coal is makes 52% of the world's coal reserves, and is mainly used in the generation of the energy from coal, and used in the metallurgical industries. I hope you guys remember when we talked about the metallurgical industries, mainly in mixing iron ore. Then the subbituminous coal is mainly, it produces less greenhouse gas emissions. And because it produces less greenhouse gas emissions, it is used in the generation of electricity that we run in the industrial companies.
Okay.
Yes. Then lignite coal is also used in generation of power that runs the industries.
Thank you so much. We are saying coal occurs in sedimentary rocks. And it is in layers or seams of varying thickness. They may be exposed or concealed. So if we talk about exposed, it means they are near. We can see them. If we say they are concealed, it means they are deep in the earth's crust. That's what it means. Exposed means they are near, we can't see them. Then concealed means they are within the earth's surface. So we talk about this, they occur in sedimentary rocks. As you can see, these are sedimentary rocks. They have, you can see here, they have different layers. Please, can you give me other two types of rocks apart from sedimentary rocks? Yes, Kajim.
Igneous rocks.
Igneous rocks. Then the last one.
Metamorphic rocks.
Metamorphic rocks. So I have sedimentary rocks, igneous rocks, or fire-formed rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Sedimentary rocks are the youngest rocks. Those are the youngest, which are of recent development or formation. And they occur in layers. because the rocks are eroded from somewhere, transported, and they're deposited in different layers. That's what we call them, the sedimentary rocks. So we said, remember here, we talked about open casting method, and we say coal, they use open casting method. Why? Because they are near the Earth's surface. As you can see, we talked about the method used in extracting minerals which are near the Earth's surface. That is open casting method or strip mining method. So that one, we covered that one. Then how is it transported? You can see that they use we have the rail line here, and then we have the vessels here underwater, transporting from the mining areas to the processing industries, as you can see them here. Then the reasons for is the mining of coal. One will say the layers are exposed to the Earth's surface, hence the use of open casting method or strip mining method. They are found in horizontal strata in layers, making it easier for extraction. We have abundant and rich deposits of high quality. Because remember, people go for high quality, because talk about high quality means more profits. So people go for high quality. That's why some of you came together because of the high quality. Okay. Use of advanced technology in the extraction of coal, presence of adequate and efficient infrastructure like roads, rail lines, which facilitate the movement of coal from one point to another. Limanya, you have a question? Limanya?
Excuse me, teacher.
Yes.
Which rocks are what? I heard that rocks are used to determine the age of the earth. Which rocks were used for determining the age of the earth?
Mr. Nasumo, back to
you. Different rocks can be used to determine, because when they use what we call the carbon dating from the different rocks, but the largest of all are mainly the volcanic rocks.
The igneous rocks, eh?
Igneous rocks.
Okay, or fire-formed rocks. I think that is clear now to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So when we look at mining, this is just the importance. This is revision because we have covered these factors. So it is like we are just doing revision. Source of energy for making coke, raw material, as you see, I'll talk about those kind of things. You can see them there. For making fertilizers, for research, as well as tourism attraction. Any question on that? The importance, the uses. So people are asking me now, I think I've added something there. Wow. Problems facing in the Great Lakes region, problems. So what about stiff competition? High costs of coal mining, the excess of the poor quality coal, the existence of scattered and small coal deposits, which are not viable for mining, the exhaustion of high quality coking coal, which is becoming a problem. There's a decline in demand because of other sources. Have alternative sources of, apart from depending on coal, we can use other sources. Price fluctuation on the world market affecting coal mining, the destruction of the beautiful the beautiful landscape. Yes, Namugabo.
Teacher, I'm confused because you said we should explain, we should give a point, explain, and
That is it.
where. But how come-
Mine are just outlined. I've told you, we have covered this work as we are looking at the government or the problem affecting mining industry in the West Lake region. These are outlined points. You must explain them because I've already done the explanation there. That's why I've just outlined them. Your work is now to explain. Okay, because this is a repetition. You may talk about repetition. Look at the factors for the development of the mining industry.
Thank you,
They're the
teacher.
same factor for the development of coal. The problem facing the mining industry, they're the same problem affecting coal. They're the same problems. I think I've simplified. This is for explanation. Okay? Because we've already done that. We've already had that sample. We've done this kind of thing. We've done it over and over and over again. So mine will just, this mine is simplified here. So don't say that. No, this is. So if there is no any other question, Julie, do you have anything in the chat? Julie?
Yes, there is someone who said, teacher, they said coal is mined to get tar, and according to research, tar is also found in tobacco. So is it the harmful part of tobacco?
What? Come again, I didn't. Yes?
Teacher, they said coal is mined to get tar, and according to research, tar is also found in tobacco. So is it the harmful part of tobacco?
Yes.
Julie,
It's
okay. I wanted to throw back the question, but let's proceed.
So any other?
No,
Any
this
other?
one is asking for the link. People who want the link or go through Google Classroom, the link is there.
Okay.
Those ones want to give to their friends who insult us on the page, but me, a person who insults me does not pass.
There are people putting up their hands because they want to wind down.
Yeah, it's actually time. There is Ayochi. Ayoki.
Excuse me, teacher. I
Yes.
just wanted to know whether tar can be liquid because I was watching some documentary and it's like as if they were mining it from under the sea. So I don't know if I'm wrong or.
No, tar is a byproduct. It's a byproduct. So they don't mine tar. It's a byproduct of either coal or petroleum. Is it clear now?
Yes.
It's a byproduct. It's a byproduct.
Okay.
Any other?
There is Laura. Otandeka.
Yes, teacher, I was just wondering if Mr. Bato can put the recordings in Google Classroom for the geography lessons.
Okay, we're going to talk to Mr. Bato.
Yes, yes, he will.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's
he will.
here.
No,
They want to record the lessons.
Yes, it's going to be there before the end of today.
Any other question?
Class is done.
Okay, thank
There
you
is
for
Namuka
attending.
Kampuria. Excuse me,
Yes,
teacher.
yes, yes.
I have a challenge with my
Hmm.
recordings. They are saying there is an error.
Now, talk to Mr. Bato to forward that, okay? Mr.
Okay.
Bato will solve that one. So Mr. Bato is going to solve that one. Is that
Then,
controlling?
teacher, this not are the notes all of them on the Google Classroom?
And that is notes after that, each evaluation, I'll be forwarding them. Okay? The Google
Okay.
Classroom.
Thank you. Thank you, teacher.
Okay.
I gotta thank you for attending. Thank you for everything. Have a wonderful weekend. See you next week. We look at urbanization in the West Lake region. And I'm going to say something before I close. I want to close that. Yes, I do say.